Hi, I'm Rich Torrey. Welcome to another Level Up Cartooning. All you ever need to follow along with me is a pencil and paper. It doesn't get any easier than that, right? Well, it's October, maybe the greatest drawing prompt month of the year. I thought we'd kick the month off by drawing caricature versions of the 3 stars of the new Disney movie Hocus Pocus 2, the sequel to the 1993 film Hocus Pocus. I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't seen either. Not that it matters. I'm also going to be honest with you regarding drawing caricatures. It's not really in my wheelhouse. In other words, it doesn't come naturally to me. But just because it's hard doesn't mean we shouldn't try it. In fact, we want to try it because it is hard. That's how we get better. Which is why we're going to dive headfirst into drawing caricatures of Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy as the 3 Sanderson sisters. I've never drawn these 3 characters. I suspect most of you haven't either, so we can't expect to draw them perfectly. Don't put the bar so high. Yes, it will be challenging, but we want this to be fun. So let's just do our best and be happy with it. Are you with me? Good. So we're going to focus on their faces in this exercise. When it comes to drawing caricatures, the trick is to pick out 1 or 2 characteristics of the person's face to exaggerate, while leaving the other features or characteristics more recognizable. The point being, if you exaggerate everything, the viewer has no idea who it is you're drawing. So it's not so much a caricature as it is a whole different character. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, before we get started, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button as it helps this channel to grow, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. Alright, so let's draw our caricatures of the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus 2. We're going to draw our Hocus Pocus 2 stars step by step, giving you the secret formula to be able to draw them again and again. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I normally use the character's head to figure out how big the entire character is. Being that we're mostly drawing their heads and faces, that really isn't an issue for us here. So let's get started with a roadmap of Winnie, Mary, and Sarah Sanderson from Disney's Hocus Pocus 2. So there's our roadmap of the Sanderson sisters. Now we're on to step 2. In this step, we do what I call roughing out the features. I want to remind you that until the 3rd and final step, you want to draw as light as possible. You'll see that I use guidelines to help you to know where to draw the features, both the exaggerated ones as well as the recognizable ones of our Sanderson sister caricatures. We don't want those guidelines in the final drawing, so you want to draw them light enough to be able to erase them easily. Okay, so let's rough out the features for Winnie, Mary, and Sarah Sanderson. Okay, so there are the roughed out features of our Hocus Pocus 2 stars. So now with the roadmap done and the features roughed out, it's time for that final step. In step 3, we get to have fun. We get to draw in the final details of our 3 witches. We don't have to guess where to put things because we've already done all the hard work figuring that out. In this step, it's okay to draw darker, but don't press too hard or mindlessly retrace over the lines you've already drawn, especially when it comes to drawing these characters' hair. Ease up on the pressure as you draw those locks. We want wispy lines and leave a little breathing room between some of them, much like I said last week when we drew King Louis. When it comes to drawing hair and fur, it may take many attempts to perfect this technique. Don't get discouraged, okay? So let's draw the details for the Sanderson Sisters from Hocus Pocus 2. Alrighty, there they are, Winnie, Mary, and Sarah, the Sanderson sisters from Disney's new Hocus Pocus 2. So how do you think you did? Understand if you've never drawn caricatures of the Sanderson sisters before, or any caricatures for that matter, you can't expect to have drawn them perfectly. You notice I don't spend time coloring our witches during this video because I want my lesson to focus solely on that drawing process. Now you have the secret formula, the process for drawing the caricatures of the Sanderson sisters. And with that, you can try drawing them again and again. And by all means, color them when you're done. I promise each time you draw them, it'll be a little better and a little easier. I also promise the more you work with me, the better you're going to get at all of your cartoon characters. For those of you who want to go a little deeper, click on the link below for my free 4-part drawing series, where I spend more time explaining the details than thinking behind each step in what I call the level up cartooning process. So I'd love to see your caricatures of the Sanderson sisters. If you can, post them on either Facebook or Instagram, and don't forget to include the hashtag level up cartooning. Anyway, I hope you had as much fun as I did with this one. Remember to subscribe, and thanks for joining me. Until next time, keep drawing, my friends.